Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February TBR. It is Fan Row Feb. I'm very excited because fantasy romance is my favorite genre. Now for the last 3 months I have done a roll the dice TBR game with a dash of chaos, and I will do that again next month. I was thinking of doing it for this month and I just have not been successful a single time. Now, in my defense, I read 3 out of 6 of the books on my January TBR, and I had the worst month. So, I'm not even going to get into it because I'm going to cry. If you care to know all that's been going on my main channel, I did a life update video in which I cried on the internet. So you can check out that if you're interested. But okay. So typically when I don't finish my TBR, I need to take a challenge / punishment situation. I'm not going to do that because again, I'm giving myself grace. However, so here's 4 of the books that were on my January TBR. I read House of Earth and Blood. I was supposed to read Mindfuck number 4, which is on Kindle Unlimited. I read 4 and 5. I was supposed to read The Night Road by Kristin Hannah, The Girl in the Tower by Katherine Arden. I did read Twisted Love by Huang, and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo I did not read. So I read 3, 2 of them were on KU. And this big chunky guy, I read other books as well, just not those on my TBR. So I'm supposed to take a challenge / punishment. I'm not going to do that. And I have realized that the challenge isn't really that motivating for me. I'm like, okay, I'll pull a challenge prompt next month if I don't finish my TBR, no big deal. And some of those are really mean. So I don't think I've gotten a super mean one yet. Maybe that would change my tune. But I think I need more of a reward if I do complete my TBR. This is kind of a moot point, is that the saying? Since I'm not playing the game this month. But my TBR bookshelf is overflowing to stacks on the floor. I am on a book buying ban since my birthday was in January, and I treated myself a lot. Anyways. So, for 2023, I must read 10 books off my physical TBR before I can add a book on to my physical TBR, because my physical TBR should at least fit on a bookshelf. It should fit on like a book cart, but we aren't there. However, if I complete my TBR for the month, I can also treat myself to a book. Now, it's been 3 months and I haven't completed it a single time, so I'm really not that worried about it. But I've read 1 out of 10. I've been reading all of my Kindle and library books, which is great. Love it. But then all the books that I spent my hard-earned money on are sitting on my bookshelf and all on the floor. So that needs to change. So anyways, all that being said, my punishment, if you will, is I am rolling these over. If I still don't read these, I will not roll them over into March. I'm not going to take a punishment on these ones beyond that, but I am going to have them like sitting out in my face. Emily, read us. You know what I mean? Okay. All that being said, it is Fan Row Feb. I'm filming this late. It's already the 9th of February when I'm filming this. I've already read 3 books for the month. Okay, my 2 buddy reads for February is Twisted Games by Huang, continuing on with the Twisted Love series. I did not like Twisted Love, so I had high hopes for Twisted Games. I did just finish that this morning, actually. I'll save that for my wrap up. And House of Sky and Breath. Me and Sam are reading this. I am very intimidated. I didn't love House of Earth and Blood as much as everyone else did. I am just the queen of unpopular opinions. Like, do I even like reading? I don't know. So we're going with this. And then the other book on my physical TBR, Rachel and Hannah Made Me Do It. Okay, I've actually owned this book for 2 years now. I bought it off Book Depository to have this beautiful white UK edition, and then I've never picked it up. Story of my life. This is an adult fantasy with a heavy romance subplot by Brandon Sanderson. I love Brandon Sanderson. I loved Elantris and Mistborn. So I'm excited to jump into this. It's a standalone as of now. Sequel is planned to come, but so as of this moment, it's not adding a series to my list of series. So I hope to read this in February. And then I also hope to read Kingdom of the Cursed by Kerri Maniscalco. This is from the library. I really enjoyed Kingdom of the Wicked, and I just want to keep that momentum going and dive into this. So I'm not telling you synopsis. I am going to be filming reading vlogs and all of the things, so you'll be sick of hearing what these books are about by the end of the month. So this is my physical TBR. I mean, the Kingdom of the Cursed is a library book, but this is what we're working with for February. Now, the Romantasy Readathon is starting this weekend, and I am so excited. I still can't decide if I want to be a part of the romance readers team or the monster lovers team. I think I'm just going to have the prompts for both available to me. This was created by Tori Between the Pages. I will have her linked down below. We are reading fantasy romance books for a week. The group book is Court of Ravens and Ruin by Eliza Raine. I will be picking that up first because I just want to make sure I read that. I think that is going to add a series onto my list, but that is fine. It says it's giving Plated Prisoner series mixed with an ACOTAR Shadow Fae Prince. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and Enemies to Lovers, Forced Proximity, Arranged Marriage. Say less. I'm so excited to read that. It sounds like so much fun. Okay, and then I also made a wheel of the 14 fantasy romance series I am in the middle of. 14. And I think I'm just going to spin that. I'm going to be vlogging fantasy romance reading, for a Romantasy-a-thon. And I think I might just spin the wheel and see what we get and continue on series, try and finish some series. So for dark romance readers, we have Tori Between the Pages and Katie's Book Nook are those team hosts. We have Forbidden Romance Trope, Morally Gray Character, and A Book You're Dying to Get to. Read the group book and read a book over 500 pages or longer is just for bonus points. And then for monster lovers, we have a book with a supernatural character, takes place in a different world or planet, and a book with forced proximity. And I have sequels to fantasy romance books in all of those categories. So I am planning on continuing series this month. I am just so excited to dive fully in to fantasy romance, which is why I'm a little concerned about these three, and they might be, not read in February either. But like I said, I'm just going to have them out as an option. So the fantasy romance series that I am in the middle of, I'm just going to list them off. Again, we're going to spin the wheel in a reading vlog, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I added the Shadowhunters because I really do need to finish that series by Cassandra Clare, and it's not really typical fantasy romance when I think of fantasy romance, but I'm including it. I have the Blood and Ash universe. Actually, it's going to be Flesh and Fire that I need to start next. Boys of the Zodiac. I've decided I want to go back and read Dark Fae, like the Boys of the Zodiac series, before rereading and continuing on with Zodiac Academy. The Red Queen series, the Plated Prisoner series, Air Awakens, Ice Planet Barbarians, Lore Olympus, Black Water Pack, Shadows and Crowns series, that's by S.M. Gaither, Kingdom of the Wicked, why isn't this going down? The War of Lost Hearts by Carissa Broadbent I need to continue on with. the Shadowbound Queen, that is the Court of Ravens and Ruin. That's what the series is called. And then I have the Crescent City series, of course, but I'm already planning on reading House of Sky and Breath. So, and I won't be able to fit that into the reading vlog because I'm reading 5 chapters per day with my friend Sam. So, all that's to say is I have a very packed reading month. I would love to read 3 to 5 books next week for Romantasy-a-thon. I think that will be so much fun. Let me know if you're excited for a fantasy romance reading vlog. What fantasy romance books are you reading this month? Ooh, it's also Black History Month, and I wanted to make sure that I had books from Black authors. So I have Hollow's Grove by Jacquot. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I feel horrible every time. She wrote The Four Leaf and Christmas on the 13th Floor. They are smutty novellas and I am obsessed with them. So I think they'll just be really quick to fit in. February is the month of love, so romance fits in for that as well. And then released today is Vicious by Shanora Williams, right? Yes, Shanora Williams. And that's a brand new fantasy romance written by a Black author. I can't believe I forgot to mention that in this video. I feel awful. I'm so sorry. I was creeping this on Amazon and it sounds so good. I've already downloaded it off of KU. It's available on Kindle Unlimited. Vicious Bonds. My apologies. It is a dark romantic fantasy series full of violence, chaos, angst, and a powerful love that cannot be denied. Doesn't that sound so good? I'll be definitely reading that in February as well. So if I read at least 6 of these books that I've listed in February, I will call this a success, and we will start fresh with Roll the Dice in March. I hope that my February is so much better. I hope that my birthday at the end of January was just a turning point. It's Aquarius season. I'm feeling so good following a really crappy start to the year. So I'm going to cut this off. Let me know what you think about my TBR, about my book low buy plans. Can I earn myself a brand new book at the end of February? Can I do it? I think I can, and I'm really excited to be vlogging my experiences. I think I need one more vlog idea for after Romantasy-a-thon, so let me know if you have any suggestions, or should I just keep going trying to read through my fantasy romance series? Leave me that in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're going to be reading in February. If you have a TBR that I can watch, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!